Big Z Reviews. So Godzilla vs. Kong is currently in its combined HBO Max and theater cinematic release. And seeing as I'm still not fully vaccinated until another week, I watched it at home on my TV, and it's okay.
It's Godzilla.
So this comes as kind of the culmination of the series of this Godzilla and Kong movies. And they're all just kind of mediocre. They're serviceable, but nothing amazing, but nothing horrible. And I think the worst of them was probably the last one, and Godzilla 2, and the King of the Monsters or something like that. I don't know. But that one I didn't really like, and it sucks because, I mean, there's so many cool kaiju in it. It should have been awesome, but it just kind of wasn't. Like, I hated a lot of the human stuff in it, and that's probably the worst of all the human stuff in these kaiju movies. And there's also, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it, and it also didn't do that great in the box office, which is kind of funny. But I think that there's a chance that this one, even though it's during a pandemic, might do better than the last one. But it's kind of funny, like everyone was talking about, the previous one. I was like, well, it doesn't really matter how well it did. We're definitely getting Godzilla versus Kong because they've already made it. It's like, so it's like, it's kind of funny when they do that, and it's like, there's no time to wait to see what people think about it. It's already getting done. And I don't know. It's funny. It's kind of the first big movie we've gotten since the pandemic hit. But like it's been over a year since I was in a movie theater, and I'm the kind of guy I would go to the movie theater at least once a week, a lot of times more than once a week, and I haven't been in it since. And right now I'm not sure. I think my AMC is still open, but it's been open for most of this time. But I don't know. I prefer my Regal, and probably because I was a member of the Regal like club or whatever, and also I like the seats a lot more. Like at our AMC, it used to be like some other company that AMC bought up, but the seats, almost all of them are rigid and the arms can't move, and there's like usually one or two seats where the arm comes up in the handicap section, and it's kind of like if someone's sitting in it, I'm kind of screwed, or I'll squeeze myself into it and I'll bruise myself. But I have lost. Well, since the last time I was in AMC theater, I think it was when I saw The Muppets, when they did a re-release of it. And that was like a year and a half ago, I think. So, I mean, I've lost like 100 pounds since then. So, I don't know, maybe I can fit in in the seats at my AMC. Because I'm not sure, Regal still hasn't opened. They're starting to open some theaters around the country, but I don't know if ours is going to come back, because it's like next to our mall, and our mall is like dying. Not completely dead yet, but it's dying. So I don't know if their plans are to open it or not. So I guess we'll see for that. But I mean, I would like to go to the theaters again soon, but we'll see. But now, sorry for that tangent. Back to Godzilla vs. Kong. It's fine. Again, all the human stuff is forgettable, and I didn't care about any of the humans. There's also they brought the new character they got is like Brian Tyree Henry as a podcaster, and it's not just a regular podcast, it's a conspiracy podcast. And after all of the shenanigans we had with Q in the past year or so or more, it's not a likable character. It's a little odd. And of course you have Millie Bobby Brown come back, and it's like, whatever. I think my biggest problem with it is that obviously they're there for Godzilla versus Kong, but like the way they try to get him to fight doesn't make much sense. Like the whole idea that there's an evil corporation that got the brains of the monster that they fought, Ghidorah, that they fought last time, and they're trying to make a Mecha Godzilla from it. And essentially the Godzilla is sensing the Mecha Godzilla, and he wants to fight with it, and he's destroying cities. And then they're like, oh, better get Godzilla, and we better get Kong to fight Godzilla. And it's like, it's kind of a mismatch, but I like that they give him an axe. And there's some fun stuff. I think, I don't know, part of it, maybe because I'm not seeing it on the big screen, but I don't know if they really got the action, like, whether it feels like they're huge. Although the Hong Kong fight with, like, I don't know if Hong Kong looks like that with everything lit up like a neon. That's kind of probably the best scene of the movie, and there's some cool stuff in it. It's just I didn't get it that much, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it, but like it's not something I really ever want to see again. And I know a lot of people liked it. It just didn't quite hit the mark for me. I just didn't find there to be that much there. There wasn't that much for a movie, like, other than, the Godzilla and Kong fighting. There wasn't anything there to set it up or have any risk for anything. Because, I mean, it's funny, like, you see these monsters fighting, and like they have people watching and talking about them, but they don't never really talk about, like, millions of people must be dying in these cities when they're crashing in these buildings, and it's like you don't see anything, you don't mention it, you don't feel that the devastation they're obviously causing, but like that's like what you gonna do, it's a PG-13 movie, but I don't know, it's fine, if I don't know if probably wouldn't be worth getting HBO Max for it. But I mean, if you have HBO Max, you should definitely check it out. I mean, I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's fine. But thanks for watching. And if you want to see any more of me, you can subscribe to me down below. Thanks.